A shocked silence fell over the Crucible of Fate arena as Rafe Riker lay unconscious on the ground, bleeding from his savagely slit throat. There had been so much anticipation leading up to the fight, and everyone had been primed for an earth-shattering battle. No one, students and teachers alike, had expected the duel to end so abruptly and decisively after a single air sword strike from Gabriel. Shock soon gave way to mounting excitement as the crowd realized Gabriel was a sword wielder. An actual sword wielder now existed within the Southern Academy. There were next to none in all of Valandra, and up until this moment, the Southern Academy hadn't seen a sword wielder in decades. In the honored viewing stands, Mistress Lao Li gazed knowingly at Mistress Fei. "You hid your students' talents quite well, Fei." Mistress Fei kept silent, also surprised by Gabriel's impromptu decision to reveal his sword-wielding abilities. What had motivated this unexpected gambit? After pondering a moment, understanding dawned on her. "You wanted to impress your betrothed with an ostentatious display," she mused aloud, shaking her head with a wry smile. What an impetuous rascal. With the way he celebrated his win, it was evident Gabriel had partly meant to showcase himself before Inya, but likely also to deter others from approaching her. Meanwhile, Master Aldrich materialized on stage to retrieve Rafe's lifeless body, vanishing wordlessly with the corpse into the distant horizon. Mistress Fei watched her peer depart without comment. Nearby, Mistress Lao Li remarked, "Don't be concerned. He might be upset, but he won't act rashly." Mistress Fei nodded slightly before taking her leave. Below, excited discussions continued spreading news of Gabriel's status as a rare sword wielder, becoming an overnight celebrity at the Academy. He was now a hot topic of gossip and speculation among the students. Atop a sea of clouds, Gabriel and Inya were a serene sight as they watched the sun rise higher in the sky. Of a sword-wielding student, his presence and skill could help ensure better resources for the Academy and its students. The headmaster kept his expression neutral as he addressed them. "As excited as we all are about Gabriel, let us remember the student we lost today." Almost immediately, the teachers calmed. They gazed toward the mourning Master Aldrich, who sat stoically in his chair by the fire with his eyes closed. "If I may ask, why did Gabriel not reveal his talent until today?" Headmaster Ashwin asked, turning to Mistress Fei. Mistress Fei replied evenly. "Gabriel was wary of revealing himself to those with ill intent, especially since he wasn't at a level to defend himself." The headmaster nodded in understanding. "Rest assured, the Southern Academy is happy to host a rare sword wielder, and we will safeguard him as best we can." Mistress Fei nodded gratefully. "Thank you." "Master Aldrich, let's let the feud between Rafe Riker and Gabriel Yamato end here." Headmaster Ashwin addressed the older man, his tone brooking no argument. Master Aldrich opened his eyes and bowed his head once. "I understand." He knew that a sword wielder was rare, and precious in the academy, and that he would garner no support in going after Gabriel and Mistress Fay. It was better to concede now. The headmaster nodded, satisfied. Well then, he clasped his hands together. The roster for the Decennium the Upper Realm has been decided. Griffin Vanguard, Cade Inakis, Gabriel Yamato, and Inya Nala will represent the Southern Academy. The rest of you teachers may also select a few students with good aptitudes to increase their experience. Please give me the list of names by the end of the week. If that is all, you're all dismissed. The teachers nodded in agreement and began clearing out of the room. Just as Mistress Fay turned to leave, the headmaster called out to her. Fay, a moment, please. Mistress Fay stopped and turned. Yes, headmaster? Tell Gabriel not to worry about retaliation from the Riker clan. The Yamato clan has the Southern Academy's protection now. He will be comforted to hear that. Thank you. I will. The younger woman nodded, then left the room. Not a few moments later, the doors swung open as Cade and Nakis strode into the chamber. Headmaster Ashwin, he greeted with a respectful bow. You sent for me? Cade, he returned, regarding him carefully. Do you have something to share? I'm sorry I kept this from you, but the other day, in the training tower, when I passed the 9th level trial, I did it alongside Gabriel. Cade confessed, but he requested I keep it confidential, so I... The older man nodded. It's no matter. I understand why he wanted to conceal his abilities. Have you sparred with him before? Cade shook his head. No, the first time I met him was on the 9th level. But you've witnessed him fight. Yes, he's a very strong fighter. His speed and his abilities with his air sword, Zephyr's Edge, are especially impressive. It would be a tough fight between us, but I'm sure I could take him on. Headmaster Ashwin chuckled at his star student's competitive spirit, but yet neither of you would be interested in the position of Supreme Student. I can't speak for Gabriel, but you're probably right. The headmaster sat down, gesturing for Cade to sit down across from him. He took a sip of tea. Do you know who I originally wanted to fill the role of Supreme? Who? Rafe Riker. Why Rafe? Cade frowned, not following his teacher's train of thought. Because he wasn't as talented as the rest of you. True talents like yourself, Gabriel and Inya, shouldn't be sequestered to the lower realm. Your skill level and temperaments are extraordinary. Once you venture to the upper realm and prove your talents at the Decennium, the academies up there will poach you, he explained. Wouldn't the Southern Academy want to keep its most talented? Cade asked. No, it'd be a disservice to you all if we kept you here when there are better resources and opportunities for you elsewhere. Headmaster Ashwin replied. Besides, remember that your lot performing well in the tournament would mean more crystals and resources for the Southern Academy. Everyone benefits from sending you to the upper realm. Cade nodded, finally understanding. Then his expression turned downcast. The headmaster chuckled. You should seize any and all opportunities presented to you, Cade. Don't worry about leaving your old headmaster behind. The Southern Academy will always be here. Cade looked at his teacher. No matter where I go, where my path leads me, the Southern Academy will always have a special place in my heart. The headmaster smiled, warned by Cade's words. The Decennium is in 3 months. We're planning to arrive in the upper realm to acclimatize and train a month early. Cade bowed to his teacher. I will begin preparations. See that you do, he nodded. After Cade departed, Headmaster Ashwin mulled over the happenings of the day over his cup of tea. Issue an order, he called out suddenly. An aide emerged from the shadows, ready to follow his commands. Gabriel is to be promoted to Inner Circle immediately. Triple his access to Sunblessed resources. Have instructors Zion and Ming teach him personally. At once, Headmaster, the aide acknowledged. But the head of the academy was not yet finished. After, have an extravagant gift prepared for delivery to the Yamato clan in Haleth. Extend my personal invitation for 3 of their outstanding youths to study here, and inform their clan head that from now on, the Southern Academy will invite 1 student a year from the Yamato clan to train here. The aide's eyes widened briefly in surprise at the rare and coveted offer. This privilege was usually only given to the most prestigious clans and tribes in Valandra. To offer it to a small, dying clan in the ancient city of Haleth was a testament to the student Gabriel's abilities. Recovering from the surprise, the aide bowed in compliance and withdrew from the room. Alone again, the headmaster allowed himself a faint smile. Awarding Gabriel and the Yamato clan felt right. Cultivating exceptional students like Gabriel would undoubtedly increase the Southern Academy's prestige. He was sure that this investment would yield profound returns down the line. Soon, the world would see the fruits of his vision.